Hello, already guys. Welcome back to another session of daily recaps. Today's date is Tuesday, March 10th. I just took off the trade. I am break even on the day. Took two trades today, and I came out with my fucking mic. Dog, I couldn't sit in this anymore, bro. Honestly, I was in on this long, but bro, I was getting chopped up like a motherfucker, dude. Hold on, sorry. I'm trying to get my mic to work again. So break even on the day. I took one loss and then I took one dub. Um, it's kind of fucking ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. Obviously, I should have been bullish. I got tricked into being bearish, and I'm just gonna take it off just because the conditions isn't really there for me. So I'd much rather just take it off at 1R, take the break even day, save capital for another day. Right? That's just what it is. Um, and with that being said, this is the first trade entry was here off of, or the first trade was this 15-minute C fucking 4. Stops was above here, and I was aiming for these low resistance lows as YM went and set a sweep here, but it was accumulating. So I assumed that this was your accumulation, manipulation, distribution, low resistance below us, and then we had lagging asset logic where YM taps into this low and was failing to manipulate. So that's kind of why as well, and why as well we had a massive expansion. So I seen the accumulation, manipulation, and going for the rebalance of this higher time frame leg before then continuing up higher to the next draw on liquidity. And it's just like these lows look very free to take as well. But did that happen? No, it didn't. So with that first entry like this, I had my stops like that. 3 minute was here, and I entered as this candle closed. Where is it? 10 a.m. I actually had a way better entry than that. I got filled up here because I missed this first push and I waited for the pullback into this gap. Once this gap got tapped into, and that's what happened, I closed my position as soon as we had this CISD here. And from that CISD that is located like that. Oh, wait, no. That's not the right entry. Yeah, that's not the right entry because YM just tapped into this. I waited. Yeah, I waited. Sorry, it's not even fucking 10 o'clock yet. So I waited. This was the gap, right? So I seen it go down, and then I got re-tapped in right here. Stops went to this high, and then as soon as I seen that this new 15-minute candle was going to close, because I originally came in with a bullish bias, but once I seen that this new 15-minute candle was closing like this, and then we seen this push already happening within this C2, I just got out of it the moment we had these strong closures. This strong closure here, because of the fact that we invalidated our order block and we closed like past midpoint, I just closed it out with that very strong body closure, and we came out with minus 0.5 R, or it was 0.7 R, right? And then I went and flipped my bias back to being bullish. Why? Because if YM, the big reason why I seen it flipping like that is because YM went from this consolidative state where I seen this failure to manipulate on YM. So I was like, okay, sick. With that failure to manipulate, that's all, like exactly this time we can see NQ catch up with a 10 a.m. open high low close. But once YM started to close above and rip upwards, and we seen this strong closure at 1018, that's at that 1018 candle here. And now we are taking notice of YM, the asset setting the manipulation, is actually reversing price. If asset setting manipulation is reversing price here, then that means that the SMT that is located at this low here and here is considered valid, and we will be reversing price here. So I flipped my bias back to being bullish because as like I was to go up to these low resistance highs there. So that's where I was with it. With that being said, I waited for the 15-minute C2 closure. Entry was here. Stops went down to, I didn't use the full stops, and my entry wasn't that good. My entry was like here, but I didn't use the full stops. What I used was, because the stop loss was way too fucking large for me to go up, I tried to get a limit fill, right? I tried to get a limit fill on the CISD low, but it missed it and it went straight upwards. So with it going straight upwards, I just entered there and I took the 15-minute candle. If we were actually going to be bullish here, what do I want to see respected? The upper half of this previous 15-minute candle. So I used my stop loss here. My entry was more like up there, and then I was aiming for this high, and then 2R. Well, fuck, my entry was way more worse than that, and my stop loss, I guess, was a little bit lower because I didn't reach 2R, right? My 2R was like somewhere around there. Fuck, I don't know. But nonetheless, I didn't reach 2R. I just took it off at 1R now because of this. I'm just consolidating right now, right? With us being in consolidation, I did add once we had this 12 o'clock candle. So I seen this 12 o'clock candle here, the new 6-hour candle, open low, went up higher, gave me a 30-minute C2 formation outside of this gap. And with that 30-minute C2, I wait for the 3-minute CISD. And this is where I added into my position as soon as I had this CISD. Fuck, I should have held it. Little bitch, bro. And then I just close it off at 1R when I seen this candle coming down like this, very full. And I was up at 1R, so I was like, you know what? I'm over this. I just got shit I gotta do, bro. And I don't like leaving my positions. So with this added position, this put me in at average fill was below this low, which I wanted to use this order block here as my invalidation point, making my stop loss to break even here. And now my P&L when I took off the trade was around 1R, and I just was like, okay, cool. And this also brought in my TP for 2R only up to the accumulation highs, right? So I didn't have to aim for too much. But the problem with this is the fact that we are just consolidating, and I've been in this consolidating state for literally the last 3 hours. So I was kind of over it, and I have stuff I have to do today, and I didn't want to leave my trade on while I do my things that I have to do. It's kind of was like I can't focus on what needs to be done when I have a trade on and I keep wanting to check it, and it's in a consolidative state. I'm already red. So what my options were, just to protect my psyche as well, was, do I want to leave it on, try to continue about my day when I know it's gonna bother me and throw me a little bit off as I do my things that need to be done today, which is very important that I have to do. Or I could take it off at 1R, call it a day, call it break even on the day, and be flat, like exactly fucking flat as well, and just be happy with that I'm flat on the day. There's no wins, there's no losses. It's just a flat day for me. I'm pretty happy with the flat day. If it goes there, I think that right now, just in talking format, I am accepting that if it goes there. But I probably should have just held all the way up to these accumulation highs and put that as my TP. Obviously, that's like exactly what I'm supposed to do. Definitely one for the journal, but I need to go about my day, bro. I can't fucking sit here and like wonder if this thing is gonna go and happen. If it's not, like, fuck, dude. Like, I can't focus, bro. Let's just put it that way. I have a really hard time focusing when we're just consolidating for 3 hours straight. You know what I mean? From 11 o'clock all the way up until 1 o'clock right now, we have been in this range. So 11, 12, 1. Literally fucking 3 hours, right? And I was in from 10. So I've been in this thing for a very long time already. Not going to lie there. And yeah, I just got to carry on. Well, other than that, I believe that's everything. So for one loss on the day and then one dub, 1R, so break even. Should have been could have been 2R if I held. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think like this was obviously not that bad of a setup. It's just very slow right now, right? You're trading a 15-minute. You got to trade the 15-minute CISD like this, and the retap. The reasoning why this came back down was to put a wick in on this 1230 candle, which didn't have a wick. So with that wick, and now it can continue up higher. So these are all little things that I probably should have taken in consideration when I seen this. When I seen this downfalling candle, I was like, fuck this, I'm out. It's gonna be either break even, because my stop loss was here, right there, right? It's like I'm gonna get stopped out of break even, bro, if I fucking like just hold this. It's just like kind of like ass, I'm not gonna lie. I'd much rather just be break even on the day than catch a break even trade and be red on the day, right? But yeah, that's where we're at currently. not that bad of a performance. I will say I probably, because I knew I wanted to be bullish here. I did know I wanted to be bullish, but I wanted to play the lagging asset logic, and that kind of threw me off, right? That did definitely throw me off. And the reasoning why I wanted to play the lagging asset logic is because I didn't see YM going back up higher. I seen YM actually rebalancing this range because of the fact that we had the accumulation, manipulation, distribution, retrace, continuation. Like, I didn't see it reversing off of this and being seek and destroy, down, up, down, and then back up. Not exactly right. And also another reason as well that I wanted to close out is just taking into consideration that tomorrow's CPI. So there is reasoning for CPI to leave these highs for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just because that is the news event, and that CPI is often fucking the day before a big news event can consolidate after tapping into its relative level. So that's kind of what I'm reading, is this thing is not going to go that much higher. You know what I mean? So take it off at 1R as we just consolidated for 3 hours after taking out its current day's high, which right now, the day before CPI, is going to just hang out right here. It's not going to be too expansive. So these are all like little fucking things that's just coming to mind of like bringing it up to light, because these are subconscious things that I know. It's just like, what happens after you tap into a relative level, an accumulation? After we manipulate, do we expand? No. So this is further accumulation. So if this is going to be further accumulation, what can happen here? It can go back down, take us out again, and then just do a deeper retrace to rebalance this higher time frame leg to go accumulation, manipulation, and maybe distributing later. But with that being said, before CPI, very low volume, sitting inside of a 50-point range for the last 3 hours. I'm going to fucking take off my trade at 1R and call it a day. But yeah, these are all like little things here. Maybe I mismanage, maybe I don't. We'll see. We'll see. I'd just much rather just walk away already. But with that being said, if you guys like this type of content, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next session. Peace.